Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. Guys, this is my review recap, okay, for Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup. Where's the smoke? Season 2, y'all. Child. Y'all. A hot mess. A hot mess. Tyler Perry couldn't make this story up if he wanted to, honey. He ain't got nothing on this one, all right? We got people out here, child, having weddings, throwing bouquets with the decorations at the back of the car, ready to have their first dance through video, okay, where they are dancing with their phones with people clapping off beat. A wedding cake that got a gel daggone cell on it, child, with her with the handcuffs and him with the soap, okay? We got somebody else that's actually crazier than the person that is in their jail for shooting up their grandmama house that wants to bring his sperm in a tube so that she could go ahead and get pregnant while she in there, because this will make her come out faster. I'm not making this up, child. This is real. This is what they saying, okay? This is them. This is not me, child. It's coming straight from the horse's mouth, and I don't know what the hell I'm watching, y'all. But we are going to go ahead and get into this episode and take it from the top. So now, we start out finding that Justine and Michael have gotten married, okay? The cameras were not allowed inside, so we did not see it, all right? Of course. But we see them come outside, they're telling her how beautiful she looked. When they was going in, they were saying, oh, well, this is us walking you down the aisle now. And she throws the bouquet, and who but mama, okay, his mama catches them. And she's like, okay, girl, yes, I knew it. It's your turn, okay? I'm about to hook you up. I'm about to pay you back the favor. I'm going to have you getting this love connection that I'm going to be bringing through for you. And so they go ahead and get in the car. And like I said, we got the we are married, just married at the back of it with the cans rolling around, child, on the daggone ground while they driving away. Everybody's happy. Everybody's ready to celebrate. We ain't mad no more about them doing this wedding. We are super, super excited, and we ready to get into the wedding reception, child, okay? And so when they get home, it's a house full of kids. It looked like a damn classroom, child. I said, wait a minute, hold up, what's going on? What did I miss? Because I did not know that freaking Michael had a damn football field. Is these all his kids? It was 7 kids, and I was confused. I said, where did they come from? And I didn't know we had some that was so young. I thought this was a mixture of her kids and his kids, and we made up, like, the Brady Bunch. So I need somebody to put that in the comments and let me know if they know which way that goes, because I was lost with that part, right? But I know it was some really young ones that was saying, like, Daddy, when are you going to be home? And he was saying that it was going to be in 9 weeks. And they was like, oh, that's not long at all. And it's not. And that's the whole point that her mother and his mother was trying to make. Like, why rush and get married while he's still locked up when he's literally like 1 foot out the door, supposed to be getting ready to go out, honey, and he don't look like he having it too hard while he in there. I'm just saying, because, child, she set up this video call, and he was on that call for a good 40 minutes, almost an hour, wasn't he? I don't know how that worked out, okay? He was on there long enough for them to have a daggone dance, all right? They had the first dance. I'm not too sure if that song they was playing was his or not. When they first walked in the door, the kids was there blowing up the daggone balloons. She was saying how nice it was, how it all went good, how he had on this burgundy jumpsuit, and he was looking so sexy and great, And she basically was just saying that, she needs to get up out these clothes, honey. And I think that was some pajamas she put on. I don't know if I would have necessarily put that on to be around, the kids and his mom and everybody, but to each their own. And they was telling her how beautiful she looked or whatever, right? And so she said the ceremony was about 10 minutes. It wasn't long. They got right down to the point. She cried, he cried, we cried. Everybody was up in there crying, okay? Tears of joy. And so Then, you know, like I said, she done set up this daggone video call. Now, mind you, while she's talking to him in the confessional, she's here like, you know, you happy? You glad we married now? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, come on, make the sound. And he over here, meow. And then she like, meow, meow. And I'm like, okay, so we doing cat noises. Okay, if that's what works for you, you know. So when they get the video call set up and the kids is talking to them, that's when they was asking, you know, how long you going to be in there, and saying that wouldn't be, you know, a long time. And he's just getting to see the whole family sitting across on the couch. And then he's telling them that, you know, he got a surprise for you. They got these white Mr. and Mrs. balloons. And like I said, they play this song and she dancing with the phone literally. Now, when the sister even get on the phone with him and talking to him through video, he's apologizing to her. And she's over here hugging the damn phone, talking about, I'm giving you a hug. I said, okay, y'all, okay, you know, that's what y'all want to do. I ain't going to judge you, all right? And so we got people in the back that's over here crying and getting emotional. I didn't really know what we was crying about, but I said, okay. And she told him, like, you got a lot of people here that's very emotional, that love you so much, a lot of support. You are very lucky. You are very fortunate. So he basically told her that it was a surprise outside, and they go all outside, you know. She say, let her go out here first. And then she's like, oh my God. And she's crying, and his sister starts, comforting her. And we find out he done bought her a daggone Mercedes. So I said, listen, what Mike into, honey? What is Mike into? And apparently Justine can't tell us, okay? Justine don't have a clue. She don't know a thing, honey. See no evil, hear no evil. You can't ask her. You know, she don't know what the hell is going on. And apparently she don't bother asking. She don't want to know. All she know is she come home and it be all different kind of gifts there for her, okay? Sometimes it's jewelry. Sometimes it's furniture. Sometimes it's some steaks he done had delivered, okay? I can't even get a damn day, child. But these people getting all different kind of things coming to them from people that's in jail. I need to know what's the deal, okay? What is the tea? So she is saying she has no clue. She's not with him for that. You know, she could care less. Okay, if he was broke, okay, and a bum on the street with nothing, she would still be by his side. Okay, she don't need him to have anything. I said, okay, girl, if you say so, right? But she does appreciate the things that he doing for her. You know, her mom is like, was I coming out here expecting to see a luxury car? Hell to the no, I wasn't. And she was like, you know, to be honest with y'all, I'm not here for this bull, okay? I need to know where it's coming from, because if this is anything illegal, then I'm up out of here. I would not be okay with it. I would not be down with it. And if she still wants to deal with that, you know, then she would have to answer for that as far as I'm concerned or whatever, right? And you have Justine's son saying, you know, thank you for treating my mama like a queen. I said, okay. So we gonna just play like, you know, it's nothing to see here. It's nothing to see here. We might just got money just rolling in from jail, and he's able to set up everything from jail and all that. I need to know where my connections is, honey. But nonetheless, you know, they then say they're going to go ahead and cut this daggone cake. Child, the cake, the cake, the cake, the cake. Y'all, the cake, the cake, the cake, the cake, the cake, okay? That cake, child, was a big old cake that, like I said, had a jail cell on it. The guy is on the floor and he got damn soap around his freaking neck, and she's standing up with the wedding dress and got you know, the daggone cuffs. And they, oh, it's so cute. I love this so much. And she's taking off the top and saying how she has to save this. She is going to save this because it is too cute, okay? And they can't get over how cute the cake is. If you say so, okay, you see my face, right? Because if you say so, child, ain't nothing cute about that. But let's continue. And so, you know, finally she basically was saying that she wanted to go ahead and step in the room and talk to him alone, okay? We done had enough family time with everybody joining in and, you know, getting to say what they wanted to say. And so now she wanted to speak to him just by herself, and you know, she just basically go in the room to tell him some more about I love yous and, you know, were you happy with today and how everything went, and can't wait for him to be there. You know, he, I guess, was trying to tell her she could go ahead and play with herself, because she was like, child, I'm, you know, mad that I got to be here tonight by myself and we can't be on our honeymoon. And she was like, oh, no, I can't do that. I just got my nails done. But, I do got this stripper pole here for you when you get out. And he basically was saying, I know he can't wait. Okay, he gonna have $1,000, 1,000 worth of ones, honey, and be throwing throwing them at her while he's sitting on the bed or whatever, right? And she just was continuing to say how amazing he is, how she don't know how he puts these, schemes together, how he orchestrates all this stuff, right? It just amazes her, the things he's able to do for her. I said, girl, it amazes us too, okay? So moving on from there, child, we get Chelsea and daggone Mike. To be honest, I feel a little bad for Chelsea, but I'm also over this story already, as, we going on. Because, baby, Chelsea, wake the hell up, child. Okay, Mike ain't had no damn stroke. Mike's stroke is that he didn't want to talk to your daddy. The minute you brought up your daddy, he did not want to talk to him. And not only that, he was already questioning whether he was going to be able to be with somebody that, was deaf to begin with, child. And the fact that you asked him to talk to your daddy just put the damn icing on the cake. That's what that was, all right? Now, 1 minute, Chelsea's with her friend, and I'm confused while her friend's saying this is a crazy situation that's so confusing that Chelsea's in. No, it's really not. It's pretty simple, okay? She done went on the daggone, online, starting with the Kentucky prison website, and checked in there and can't find nothing. And she's saying she gonna call the prison too. And I'm saying, girl, the only thing that's confusing me is why you calling the prison again, because Chelsea daddy had already called the prison and we already established that he was okay. So you're really not, it's not such a complicated situation as what y'all are making it seem, right? There was nothing about his health on the website. So then she go ahead and she calls the prison, and they're basically telling her, like, well, from what we see, he's not in no hospital. They was like, what I would do is call his mother, because if anything, his mother's his proxy, his power of attorney, the one that's in control, the one that they would, give whatever information to, right? She's the one that's down. And so she's like, okay, cool. So she go ahead and call the mom. She's letting Chelsea know what's going on. And may I also say another thing that's annoying me about when they show Chelsea, we TV cut the ball, okay? Cut the damn ball. I'm finding this to be very disrespectful and very like, why y'all doing this? Where they keep doing this, turn the sound down and make the sound muffled every time they're showing her. I guess to show us what it's like for her or how she's not hearing. We don't need you to do that. We know that she has a loss of hearing, okay, and that she uses sign language, and I just feel like that's really, I don't know, to me that's very disrespectful. I don't like it, and I think it's real stupid. I don't know who the hell idea that was, but y'all could go ahead and throw that damn thing out the window, okay? That just annoys, to me, being annoyed already, on top of already being annoyed by the whole boyfriend situation and what he doing, and I believe his damn family is in on too, where y'all bringing that damn noise in, okay? Stop it. But anyway, moving on from there, when they call the mom, she's basically like, she don't know what's going on either, okay? According to her, she got a damn call, all right, that told her that her husband was, that her son was basically taken to, a bigger hospital, right? A larger hospital, and that it was no other information. Now, the information that they did give her, because she went to medical school, honey, basically sounded like a stroke to her. But she also was advised to speak to a lawyer, because a lawyer could get his medical records and information that she supposedly can't. I don't know if I believe that, right? And so then, of course, her friend calls, confirms that she knows Beth, tells her that she's Beth, and she's calling on Chelsea's behalf, and tells her she's just confused and she's getting all these different stories and she want to know what's going on. And so this is what the mom is telling her friend Beth. So when she says this, Chelsea's like, well, I want to go there and I want to be there too, okay, to talk to this lawyer with her. So she in turns gives that message like, well, Chelsea's saying she would like to come with you when you go into this lawyer so that you two can get to the bottom of this together. And mom agrees and says that's not a problem. She actually would appreciate that, so it's okay for her to come. And now Chelsea is saying that she's going to take this trip by her damn self to go down to be with his mama child in Kentucky or wherever the heck it was, all right? To find out what's going on with Mike, which we already know the damn answer to. I said, girl, what? But okay, that's what you want to do, all right? So now in the meantime, Chosa done got back to her daggone house, right? And she's saying that she got an inbox child that basically let her know that he's out of the hospital. So now I am getting confused because I said, okay, now all of a sudden when you told mama you was coming down there to talk to the damn lawyer, he's saying that he's out of the hospital now, but couldn't give you any more information. But you are feeling relieved that he's out, but then you're still actually planning to go meet his mother to still talk to the lawyer about what exactly? Okay, I guess this is her trying to confirm and make sure that she ain't being bamboozled, even though we all know that she's being bamboozled at this point. Can we agree with that? So now her father come rolling up on the bike and she shows him the message. And side note, okay, Papa, that between that hat and that damn Confederate flag, honey, you know what you giving me, right? But besides that, when it came down to what he was saying to Chosa, I 100% agree with him, okay? Excuse me, yeah. Daddy know what he talking about, all right? She's showing him this message, but she's also letting him know about this trip that she got planned to go see his mom. He's like, well, what do you know about his mom? Has his mom been arrested too? He's like, to be honest with you, I'm feeling like this is all BS. I don't believe none of it. Even her friend was saying that she gets taken advantage of easily and often. This has happened before, so she's very worried, especially for her to go down here by herself. And the father has the same worries too. He was like, at this point, he was like, don't expect me to be happy about it or be like, oh yeah, go or whatever. So she's basically saying that she's not, and she was like, she don't tell her father a lot of things because she knows that the last relationship, she was in, with that being an abusive relationship and everything, it tore them apart. He was very worried about her. He's very concerned. He's gonna be protective, and that is completely understandable. I get it. This person was into drugs. They had an abusive past. They actually end up taking their own life, apparently, unfortunately, or whatever, a year and a half ago. So you can tell that that was a whole big, hide behind mess, and it would be completely understandable that her father would not want her to go through anything like that again. And he was telling her, this is the stupidest thing you've ever done, and I've seen you do some damn stupid things. And he also was like, do you know what that teardrop on his damn face means? He was like, that either means that he's taken somebody else's life or that he's been in jail 10 years. Okay, he was in prison 10 years. Now, I never heard the 10 years part, but I did hear the first one. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, when he brought this up to her, he was like, and you just don't care. That don't bother you at all. And she was saying, no, she doesn't care. Even when he asking her where she gonna be sleeping, oh, I don't know. I was sleeping in my car. What difference do it make, or whatever the case may be, right? I'm gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. I got this. I said, really? I said, girl, you gonna travel all the way somewhere else where you don't know none of these people to sleep in your damn car to find out about a man that's locked up, and in the meantime, you saying you don't care where you gonna sleep, where your son gonna be sleeping? Who the hell gonna be watching him? Okay, that is the real question. Child, Chelsea, listen, I don't blame your father. At this point, he said he hope he stay locked up, okay? F him. He ain't about shit and he don't give a damn. And this in turn pisses her off even more, and she starts saying it's stupid. He was like, yeah, it is stupid. The situation is stupid. You stupid. Everything about this is stupid. And she basically storms off and tells him to leave her alone, that she got this. And I would listen to her. I would do exactly what the hell she's saying. Leave her alone. This is one of those situations where she just gotta learn for herself. Now, moving on from her, we get Emily and Dory. And at this point, I don't know why this couple was up here, okay, honey? I don't. It was a little cute when it first started, but now it's just like, girl, no, y'all playing games with us, aren't y'all? Because Emily is on her way to meet the so-called bunkmate of Dory. Her friend is in the damn, I should say on the phone with her on speaker as she's driving to meet him and saying, well, I don't even know why you going to do this, and you sure you don't need me to take my earrings off, grease up my face, and throw on my sneakers, because if something gonna go down, girl, I'll be there and I'll have your back. And she's just saying, don't worry about it, girl. I could beat these dudes up if I want to. I don't need no backup, right? And she doesn't want to have this meeting, but yet she's going. And Dory had also basically said to her, don't be disrespectful to him. I said, girl, but are we still going to meet the same person that we just was talking to last week, saying that we wasn't going to meet and we wasn't going to give money to? I'm confused. What changed between now and then that we're deciding to go and give them money and meet up with them? Okay. But okay. So she get there and she ready to shake his hand and say how she had got there before him, and he come walking up. And he came walking up with a whole lot of attitude. And I was like, wait, hold up, brother, because nobody don't owe you nothing either. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, regardless of how I don't like how her attitude come off sometime either, this is not her job to meet you, like, at all. She don't have to meet you about any damn thing. I'm taking time out of my daggone day. He came out hot and heavy right off the back saying that she had been disrespecting him, that he didn't like the past interactions they had, and he was like, you know, asking her about what her intentions are, and she was like, whoa, I didn't come here for all of that. Like, I'm coming to give you this daggone money. She was like, you coming out real nasty to me. I didn't even come with that type of energy or whatever, right? And he's saying to the cameras how he shouldn't be with her and he don't agree with her with him being with her. And I'm like, well, then that's something you need to go and talk to him about. Obviously, this is who he chose, and obviously this is who he trusts, because he gave her power of attorney, not you. Even with me not liking some of the stuff that she be saying and her talking about, you know, she scamming him before he scamming her, or whatever the case may be, he chose her. So what really is your problem? It sounded like it was some more stuff going on, and we gonna get to that in a minute too, because he made a comment that made me go, red flag. Okay, so now he gonna say, you know, oh yeah, because she was like, you know, you haven't been there, you haven't seen everything, you don't know everything, you don't know about the times when, you know, first of all, you got a girl, how would you feel? You know, we went through the cheating situation, and she brings that back up again about how she caught, you know, him cheating, and she was like, I never said nothing directly to you, I said it loudly enough that you could basically hear. And she was like, you know, you don't know about the times with him and the drug abuse and him almost ODing and all of that other stuff. And he was basically saying, like, as a matter of fact, I do. I know about the ODing. I know about the drug abuse. I also know about seeing him sitting crying in the corner like a little bitch over you, right? And that he didn't appreciate it. So he was like, and how he been locked up for 3 years and you have never been to see him once. You never even seen him in person. I said, huh? Wait a minute. What's going on, sis? You never seen this man? And then he giving you power of attorney. Like, child, I'm telling you, these people, I don't know what's going on. So basically, she says 2 of the years was because of COVID, and 1 year was because whatever facility he was in, it actually had to be like immediate family, and that's why. She was like, but anyway, this conversation is over. I'm done. I don't want to talk no more. Basically throws the money at him and walks off or whatever, right? And then he says that apparently Mr. Dory got other obligations outside of her that she don't know about. I said, now that's what I want to know. What is those obligations, honey? Okay, what is those obligations? Now, when she go to meet up with her friends, they asking her questions. They want to know how it went, and they saying, what kind of man is he that he would send her to see somebody that she don't know in person to give them money or whatever on his behalf. And on top of that, she's seeing him before she sees, you know, Dory. And and the guy friend of hers basically made the comment like, you his wife, but you never saw him. I said, wait, so she's his wife and she never saw him? Like, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention in the past episodes, child, because all of that part was new to me. And they were basically trying to find out, like, some things are seeming sketchy, some things are seeming off. We don't trust it. They're like, so what really was the point of you going to meet him? How much money did you give him? Honestly, I feel like they got too many people in the mix on both daggone sides, to be quite honest. But I did understand where her friend was coming from, where she was like, so what's really going on? Because on one hand, you come off like you just want to do this scam on him and get over on him or whatever. Is there any feelings there? And she's like, yeah, it's a whole hell of a lot of feelings there. Like, don't get it twisted. I care about him a lot, but I would basically get him before he get me. And her friend was basically like, you know, she tries to act like she doesn't care and like she's just scamming. But she was like, when it all comes down to it, she actually feels like it's all BS, it's a show. And that in the end, she could possibly end up getting hurt. I feel like it's a show too, honey, because if I said I wasn't going somewhere to meet somebody to get the money, guess what? I sure enough wouldn't have been there. You would have found out and got that money some other kind of way. It would not have been through me. But moving right along from there, honey, okay, we going to move right on, ease on down the road. And so then we basically got to Melissa. Melissa finally got to Louis' mama house. And Louis' mama is kind of like, you know, not feeling it because She came late. She got there late, so that was already 1 point down for her. And as soon as she get in the house, she giving her the tour of the house. Melissa want to throw back on the damn bed and talk about some kid. She takes selfies on his bed and pretend she there with him. And she's like, okay, hot cakes, get up. Don't get too, you know what I'm saying, comfortable, all right? You doing a little bit too much. Like, let's go. So the mama was saying how she haven't changed the damn room since, you know what I'm saying, he was last there. It's the same way, right? And she basically was saying that, you know, her and him have a real strong relationship, and, you know, she's gonna basically not lose her son for anything or anybody in any way, shape, or form, okay? And that he's very dependent on her. So I said, Melissa, that should be red flags for you. In the opposite direction, we got Melissa, because mama was like, why did you get here late? And she tells her, like, oh, because I end up stopping by the job. She was like, girl, what? Why? How the hell did you get by the job? The job is an hour in the other direction from here. Yeah, well, that's why I was late, because I figured if I was down here, I was excited and I wanted to see him. She was like, I just got so excited and I might have got a little too impulsive or whatever and didn't think about the repercussions that could come from it. And I went ahead and went by and saw him. You know, I just wanted to go by and see where it was. So this kind of takes mama off, which I could understand, because she's like, yeah, well, you got to think about stuff like that. Why would you jeopardize him possibly getting out by stopping by his daggone job? Like, we not going to do that, okay? We not going to put Louis in jeopardy, mama says, okay? So she was like, look, I didn't stand by for 9 years and 8 months for you to come by this one time and ruin it. I said, so Louis been in jail for almost 10 years? What Louis did? Because I don't even remember. But Louis been in jail almost 10 years, y'all. And mama been waiting on him, and mama's telling her that when he get out, he going to be coming staying there with her for those first 2 years, okay? Which apparently Melissa didn't know. Melissa know a whole lot of nothing but whatever the hell Melissa got going on in that bubble ass head of hers, alright? So she was like, oh, I didn't know nothing about this. Yeah, because obviously you not talking to him about that. You busy planning damn high school reunions and putting on cheerleading outfits to damn show him on your video calls and instead of talking about what he actually wants and what he got planned, right? And so mama was basically like, yeah, you know, that's what he's going to be doing, and we not going to have that, you know, be messed up. And Melissa said, well, that may be a problem, okay, because I thought he was coming back to stay with me, and if he's staying here, then I don't know if that's gonna work. You know, mama was asking, are you willing to put up with that? And Melissa looked a little reluctant to answer, okay, for somebody that's so damn hard up for daggone Louis. So now in the meantime, you know, she also told her, like, Louis told me you got the strength to stand by him and help him through this and push him through this, all right? And she was like, do you? And here go Melissa over here talking about, yeah, she was like, I hope you do, all right? I don't know yet if you do or not. And, you know, when Melissa was basically saying, like, she wanted to have a peek, she was like, girl, I could show you a peek, but the peek I'm going to give you, you not going to like. That made me laugh. I'm sorry. Mama had a lot of stuff with her, too, though, because she over here talking about, you know, it got to be a certain type of woman for my child, and I'm not going to have this and that around my child. I understand that on one hand with not wanting, like, him to mess back up. But on the other hand, mama, you talking about he depending on you and he 40 damn years old and coming out of a damn, doing a damn almost 10-year bid. He better depend on his damn self and stand up on them damn 2 feet, child. Okay, stop the nonsense. But that's another story for another day. So mama start being messy, child. Okay, Miss Messy Pants. She bring up how Louis wants to be a damn yoga instructor, and Melissa was like, really? Nothing about Louis says yoga. Like, and he's never said that to me either, apparently. Okay, so she was like, I didn't know anything about that. And she was like, yeah, he loves his yoga, girl. She said, and he got some kind of instructor that's been coming there teaching him some yoga, okay, at this little you know, outreach center place that he's staying at. And Miss Roku, okay, and she was like, Rotu, whatever the hell her name is, and she was like, he had wanted her to meet him, but she said, well, meet her rather, right? But she didn't, because honey child mama don't do yoga. That's not her, you know what I'm saying, calling. And so she was like, trying to ask mama like, well, who is she and when do she come and how does she look and get more info. Mama said, I don't know about all of that, okay? That's all that I know. But what I do know is that the next time that you talk to him or whatever the case may be, then you need to go ahead and ask him and question him and get to the bottom of it and find out who she is. I said, oh, mama, you messy. I see what you did right there. I see what you did right there, mama, okay? Now, in the meantime, we get Mark crazy behind child. Mark in here talking about, he getting this call from Sincera, whatever the heck her name is, right? And Miss shot her grandmama house up, okay? AKA shot grandma house up. And she is calling and he's saying how, he doing pretty good. He about to go run some errands. But he like, yo, what's going on? Let me ask you a question because it was something I seen on the news the other day. So she like, oh, okay, cool. What is it? He said, well, I seen something about trans inmates and how, sometimes there be like dating going on between y'all and y'all get it in together and all of that. Is there anything like that going on in your unit? She says, no. So moving on, the next thing, he tells us that he knows it's unrealistic to date someone that's going to be in jail for such a long time, right? And so he feels like he can do it with Miss Sincera because, she's aggressive and that turns him on. That really turns him on. And not only that, she's young and cute, which when he said that made my skin crawl. Okay, it felt kind of icky. It felt kind of disgusting. It felt kind of pedophile. And it felt kind of pervert. I know they both grown, but that's what they just gave me. Nonetheless, moving on, I digress. Okay. He basically ends up saying if she got pregnant, okay, then she could get released early. This is his new bright idea that popped into his head because it just so happens, all right, because she asked him like, he asked her, if you was to get pregnant, you would get out earlier, right? And she was like, what the hell are you suggesting, Mark? He was like, well, I'm only bringing this up because I actually have been a sperm donor. Okay, if you ask me technically if I was a parent or a father, I would say no. But I do have 2 sons out there that I put, donated sperm for because there was some people that needed help, all right? And I did it, 1, to help them, and 2, just because I wanted to see how the child would come out looking. And I said, child, whoever y'all letting get damn Mark sperm, y'all stop it. Okay? Don't do it. So anyway, she was like, I'm not ready for all of that. She was like, I would want a commitment. I wouldn't want to be a single mother, and I damn sure wouldn't want to be locked up. I would want to know I got my stuff together and that I'm with somebody that I'm compatible with and comfortable with, that wants to stay with me in my life and raise a child together and love the children. Like, having a child is not no little, simple thing or whatever the case may be, right? So he gonna talk about when you go to visitation, is it glass or is it physical contact? Like, could somebody pass you a vial? I said, what the hell is this? Sierra actually got more damn sense than he do. And at this point, she telling him, even if they did, I would throw the shit away. And then we see that they got 1 minute left and she's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go because you are obviously crazier than I am. She took the words out of my damn mouth. And he basically starts laughing and was like, well, I don't know. I just don't want to lose her. And it kind of just, made me think in a different perspective. Sometimes my mind, can get a little crazy or whatever the case may be. But I just figured if she had a baby, then that could be a way for her to come out even earlier, whatever the case may be, right? And they could be together. I say, yeah, Mark, you need to go. Instead of donating sperm, honey, go see a counselor. Go see a therapist, a psychiatrist, a psychologist. See somebody, Mark, okay? Not the sperm bank, though. Stay away from the sperm bank. That was the episode, y'all. That's what they gave us. We didn't see Tia with her crazy self. So maybe she gonna be on next week. Y'all tell me what y'all thought about this episode. Put it in the comments. If I left anything out, put it in the comments. Let's discuss. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. All right, y'all. Until next time.